Okay, if you watched my other video, you know that I had to rig my blade engagement cable on my Swisher Predator to make it work. Well, that modification broke and I had to really rig it up while I was out in the field one day. I'm going to show you what that looks like. Give you a close-up here. I had to disconnect the pulley brake there and basically wire everything together because I was out in the field and the cable had snapped again. So I made it work. Basically, it had no safety on it anymore, but I've got my new cable in hand. It's time to fix this thing for real this time. Let's get all this janked up old rigging out of the way. With that done, we can disconnect the old cable here, basically just undoing the tension screws. Push it back through there, and there you go. Pops right out, pretty simple. And we're just going to go ahead and trace this back through the mower. You'll be able to see here that this is a straight shot, nothing special. It goes through one little wire tie thing. You just have to cut that. Pretty straightforward. At the back of the mower, to get our cable fed through, not this cable, the other cable, we need to undo these two little bolts here. That's simple. Go ahead and get those done. You can just go ahead and let that plate dangle there. Now this is the transmission cable. We're not going to be messing with it. What we want is the blade engagement cable, this other one over here up in the corner. You'll see that it just slides right out through this little slot here. Pop it right out of there and feed the cable back through here. Up at the back of the mower where the control lever is, you've got the control lever housing, and it just has one bolt that goes through it. It's got a nylon nut on the other side. There's two little washers there though in between that handle. Just don't lose those. Undo the nylon nut and go ahead and grab your new handle. It should look something like this. When Swisher sends this to you, it'll be one complete unit with the new hook, new spring, and the new lever. So you can keep your old lever if you want to. I'm going to make another video on how to take that apart, but you're going to need this piece to carry on. Okay, pretty simple here. You just go ahead and start by putting this lever in where you just took off the old lever. Again, one bolt through those two little washers there that you didn't lose because you were paying attention, and into the nylon nut on the other side. Now you just have to refeed the bar, the safety bar here. It's actually easier to do this with two hands, so I'm going to put the camera down and go ahead and show you how I did that. There's the bar. It's easier if you feed it into this side first and then feed it with the handle assembly on this side. But you're going to want this entire thing in place. Make sure it lines up. Make sure that the little tab underneath that bar is in the right location. And now you can tighten everything into place. And we can get to actually feeding the new cable into the mower. Well, like I said, we're just going to go ahead and feed this new cable in here. Same way the old cable came out. Feed it all the way through until it's lined up with the handle. And then we're going to go ahead and put this back plate back on real quick. Get that part of the project out of the way. We've gone ahead and fed that cable through. Now, this isn't the easiest thing in the world to do with one hand, but I'll try my best here. Go ahead and set that cable in there like that. Start to back off your tension screws all the way so that you can feed the spring hook into place. And then you can set your tension screws after you've got that part done. So we'll go ahead and hook that through this hole. That's going to take two hands. I'm going to put you down. and I'm going to come right back, tighten everything up. Okay, you can see that I went ahead and hooked that into that last hole there, and I have set my tension, and I've actually already tested this so that I know it engages correctly. I got the belts back on there. I should say the belt back on there. This is a new belt as well. I kind of shredded the other one with that other modification that I did. But this is good intentioned for not being engaged. You can see that the brake has been realigned and put back in place on that other pulley. And that's about it. This project's done. That's it. The video is over. Get back to work. Quit playing on the internet. You got stuff to do, and so do I. But before you go, you know that I'd appreciate that thumbs up like. Feel free to follow us on Instagram and see what we're up to throughout the week between videos, and maybe, just maybe, I'll see you on the next video. If you enjoy videos about the randomness of our amazing world, consider clicking on the globe to subscribe, or maybe checking out one of the other videos right here.